You looking for the triple shot saloon?
I'm here to make you chew gravel, Sheriff.
I don't know you, hombre. What's this fuss about?
Well, I know you, Sheriff.
I think you're in the wrong town, partner.
You talk too much.
You want trouble? Then send it.
That cheesy little movie had a lot of AI in it, but it had real video as well, and real blank gunfire and real dialogue from me delivered live. I don't really know what I'm doing when I make an AI video, but I'm learning. Now, will AI take over YouTube? Is it all bad news, or is there a silver lining? And what can you do if you don't want to see or hear any more fake AI? Now, AI is used all over YouTube now, and not just in the obvious AI videos that you spot. It's used to process audio and many other things. AI is used on TV shows too, and movies, and commercials. And it will soon be used much more in other fields like data entry, computer programming, and much more. Now, getting back to creative productions, let's face it, YouTube is zero budget TV. YouTube works well for talking head channels or rehashing other media, basically borderline copyright infringement. That's what it's designed for. But creative, original, cinematic productions like mine don't have anything approaching an adequate budget to get their work done. Now, as a side point, these days even big budget movie production companies don't have a way to make money on regular large projects anymore, thanks to out-of-control inflation and streaming services that provide dirt-cheap entertainment for the masses. That's why you're seeing only cartoonish sequels being made with blockbuster budgets expecting a blockbuster return. All these new superhero movies and stuff, they're all sequels. And that's what Hollywood will put big money into. They won't put big money into a regular production anymore because they can't make it back. So will AI take over on YouTube? Well, the truth is it already has, and it's not going to change. With accelerated video production now possible, there's over 20 million new videos uploaded to YouTube each day, depending on the source that you check. And most big channels make several videos per week to try to keep up with the flooding of the algorithm by all these additional videos. Big creators are just working their butts off, and it's all quantity now and very little quality. So now all YouTube channels share a thinner slice of the audience pie than they ever did before. The truth is that AI might be a horrible thing, but it's here to stay. But is it all bad news, or is there a silver lining? Well, there are people that haven't been doing a good job at doing their jobs all over the world. And one of the things I noticed, like on streaming, you'll come across these videos where the audio is misaligned or the whole thing is unwatchable, it's all screwed up. And a human being downloaded or uploaded that to the streaming service and didn't proof check it. And the whole show is ruined. Sometimes the whole season's ruined. So I'm hoping that AI fixes some of those kind of problems. We'll just have to see if it does or not. And there might be many other things that it makes better about life. But for creative people like me, it's a huge threat. Okay, so what can you do if you don't want to see and hear any more fake AI? Well, you can crawl into a hole and watch only old DVDs and VHS tapes, or stick to only the old shows on streaming. But you better stay off YouTube and TV and never go watch a new movie again, because AI is not going away. And if you don't want to see anything fake, then don't watch Gunsmoke reruns anymore either, because it was filmed many times with the indoor town and the voices were echoing in the room. You could tell it wasn't outdoors. The gunfire is dubbed and other sounds. And let's not forget the 1950s hairstyles and cowboy hats that were being depicted in 1870s Dodge City, Kansas. However, I still enjoy Gunsmoke because the stories and acting are great, even though it doesn't play like a big budget Western with everything 100% authentic. This brings up the question, were cinematic movies ever real? No, they weren't. Mechanical techniques and practical effects like forced perspective have been used from the beginning of filmmaking. Action sequences like fistfights, gunfights, and chases have been sped up in editing on nearly every example you've ever seen. AI is an extension of that practice. Personally, I like the old way better, but it's completely out of reach financially for me to do anything that's on a cinematic scale. And to stay with the old stuff would be like insisting on running a freight business in 1920 using nothing but horse and buggy when cars and vehicles and trucks were available. You go out of business. You couldn't do it. You couldn't keep up. Or farm production. You know, farms were horsepower until about 1910, and then those farmers had to switch over to power machinery to run their farms. If they didn't, they went out of business eventually. But still, a lot of the farmers that switched over, they still had horses for recreational use, and in some cases practical ranching. The horse still had a lot of use in the early days of the 1900s, and nowadays too, to a limited extent. But you can't depend 100% on horses, just like now you can't depend on 100% AI-free material if you want to stay in business. It's just the way it is. Now, when it comes to my videos, I never speed up my shooting sequences, and that's out of a personal commitment to authenticity. Sometimes I'll cut draws to shooting, like I'll show the draw in one clip and cut to the shooting in another clip in editing, just like it's been done in movies forever. But I never speed up the actual shooting, the fanning, the triple shots, and any movement is all authentic. And I could speed it up. Other people do. Other people on YouTube that are top shooters speed up some of their footage. I can tell they do. But I don't, just out of a personal commitment to authenticity. So this brings us to another subject. Are the good old days all gone? Or are there companies that make a commitment to the classic film production techniques? And how will they get their projects done? I'm going to dive into this on an upcoming video, but here's a spoiler. I've got a new friend that owns a small independent film production company that still uses the old 35mm film cameras, just like Sergio Leone did, to produce authentic classic films. Now, my friend and I have a great short film movie idea, and if we can get the financing to pay for it, we're going to make it. So stay tuned.